How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
It's No Limit Larry in the Morning Madhouse. Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina. And everybody knows you by your character name, which is Fitz on the #1 hit show, Scandal.
Right.
How is it working with my girlfriend, Kerry Washington?
I'm just in love with her.
So how was it, man, getting cast for Scandal? Like, what was that audition like? And then when you finally got it and saw that first episode, how was that for you?
Well, it was, this was one of those lucky shows where I didn't have to audition. I knew Shonda Rhimes, and she called me and asked me to play the president. And I knew she'd write a pretty interesting president. And as you mentioned, Kerry Washington was really one of my favorite actresses who I admired so much and just had been wanting to work with her. So the combination of Shonda and Kerry made it a no-brainer for me. And then we had a great time making the pilot, the first episode, and when we saw it, I thought, wow, this could really turn into something.
Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure playing the president, especially because of Barack Obama and kind of the standard that he set right now?
Mm-hmm. Well, it makes it exciting, actually, because I feel like, number one, people are, politics has become a kind of entertainment in our pop culture now. People are really into it. And I think with Obama came in a whole new fascination with the presidency and a whole kind of renewed interest in it, and a new charisma really has come into play. So to be playing a president, in a parallel universe with what's happening in Washington now has been really, really fun and exciting.
And we've got some of your fans in here, some fans of the show. Do y'all have any questions?
What is it like to watch yourself on TV?
It's horrible.
Really?
Except for the fact that you can go, hey, I'm on TV. That's kind of cool. but no, it's it takes a lot of getting used to. When I was younger, it was excruciating and it made me crazy. But now I have a sense of humor about it, and I can actually, evaluate my own work and say what I liked or didn't like, and have it be constructive. That said, it's really fun to watch a project that you're in. Like it's really fun to watch Scandal. So I just have to have a sense of humor about myself, and really appreciate everybody else's work. And the show is so much fun to watch. We actually, our cast, we all get together on the weekend because we're kind of cultish. And we all get together and watch the upcoming episodes together. So that's a real party, and it's really fun. And everyone hates watching themselves, so we all tell each other, we tell each other it's okay.
Has it changed your perspective? Has the show changed your perspective on some of the headlines that we see and the stories that we, the public, actually hear, and now kind of understanding that may or may not be the whole truth?
Well, it's made me really think about and appreciate how complex, the White House is, and the pressure cooker that job is. So, I have a lot of respect for it. Also, there have been so many things in our scripts that have subsequently come out in the headlines, which is really weird. Shonda will write something, and 2 or 3 weeks later, I'll read about it in the newspaper.
Wow.
So someone's got, a line to Shonda Rhimes, or she's psychic. So it's strange. There are real parallels between what is imaginary and what actually happens.
What can we expect from the new episode of Scandal?
Well, this week's episode is kind of a climax, in a way, of everything that's been building up through the whole season. It just kind of everyone's life explodes this week. Everyone's sort of calling this episode the game changer. I certainly know Fitz's world gets severely rocked.
I see.
But more than ever.
Millie is crazy. She would do anything to stay in the White House, huh?
Millie is crazy.
She's a woman.
Wait a minute, Church.
I seen an article last week, and a lady said that she couldn't watch Scandal anymore because of you and Olivia Pope's affair, and she feel like that is wrong. So what do you guys get, like, a lot of hate on it about you and Olivia's, like, your open affair with her?
No, you know what? It's usually the opposite. There are some people, who say, look, I just can't. But surprisingly, the biggest reaction we get is, I can't believe I'm rooting for marital infidelity.
Right.
People go, I don't care. I want Fitz and Olivia to be together, and I'm totally rooting for it. And this is the first time I've ever, those are the kinds of reactions we get. And I think it's because, Fitz and Olivia are truly, kind of deeply in love with each other. It's not just a fling. It's not just a sexual affair. Fitz is in a very tough situation of being crazy in love with a woman who's not his wife, and is in a marriage that's really troubled. So, and he's in this pressure cooker of a job, and he's tried to and right now, currently, he's trying to get to leave his wife. He was trying to change his life. But it's a little tough when you're president of the United States.
Well, I got two things to say. I just want to say, well, you took them bullets with pride. You did your thing. You know what I mean? Well, you took the bullets and bounced back. You got that Tupac in you. And
yeah, that's right.
And the second thing, have you watched the new show Deception? It's kind of like Scandalous. And what are your thoughts on it if you have watched Deception?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I was talking to Kerry Washington about it, and she said it was great. She's a big fan, and so I'm looking forward to it, but I haven't yet seen it.
Okay, well, that was my question. All right, Scandal this week, man. It's on Thursdays, 10 o'clock. ABC, the #1 show in America right now. President Fitz, we appreciate you.